I find it to be a story about love and caring, and which do you put before the other. I feel like if you look at Kevin's character, if you look at Octavia's character, they both have a very difficult obstacle to overcome with what went on with his daughter and her son. And looking past that to see that she's still able to care for the child and he's still able to love the child. When I first met with Mike, he really gave me some insight to who this character was and what he wanted this story to be, and the beautiful nature of what he wanted to portray in the life of the family that was trying to, gain custody of this girl. It's not so much custody that they're fighting for, but it's their right of being a part of her history. And that's something, when he said that rung very true with me. The great thing about this movie and how I feel it complements the audience movie-going vernacular so well is the idea of story. I feel like there aren't too many movies out there that actually gives you a compelling story and forces you to think. I feel like there's so many spoon-fed stories and so many stories that don't really hold up at the end. But I feel like with this, what Mike has given us is a three-dimensional story with three-dimensional characters, and giving us as actors the ability to put it on the table and present it to you. So it's really a full movie-going experience, and we don't really get those too much anymore. Well, I play Octavia's brother, Jeremiah, and I'm a lawyer. It's my first time playing a lawyer. It's my first time having to be in a courtroom and be the one not on trial, but the one presenting for the person on trial. So because of that, it's fun. It's fun to just be able to sit there and, be able to allow the small idiosyncrasies to play out throughout the scene and play on those instead of having to be an idiosyncrasy in the scene. Rowena is kind of a village hen, is what we would call her. She has the thing of, she's the mama of the chicken coop, and she just has to take care of all the little chicklets, And I respect that. I see that, but I'm very proud that I'm the one who does not need that. We're siblings, but we don't always agree, and we definitely don't always get along. Working with Octavia has been great. It's actually been everything I thought it would be. She's very sweet, very smart, I told her today, I was like, you're one of the most positive people I've ever met. Andre Holland, who plays Reggie, who I've known for some time now because he was at NYU when I was at Juilliard, and I've always been an admirer of his work, brings a real tenacity and aspect of loss to the character that I think is very important. And I think a lot of people lose when they play someone who's struggling with addiction. At no point in time does Kevin come to set and demand people pay attention to who he is or his resume or what he's done. He's just really focused on being one of the guys, one of the actors. And he's very focused on allowing you to do your work and supporting you. He's willing to do off camera. He gives of you what he gives to you what he expects of you. And I feel like you can't say that about a lot of young actors with no resume, as opposed to an actor with the resume of Kevin Costner. So it says a lot about him. Mike is definitely a director who does not like to get in your way. I love the fact that we're able to rehearse and talk about scenes, and he's able to give you specific direction as opposed to just a broad brush of a scene. He gives you moment by moment direction to help you throughout the course of a scene. And it's been great. He's so easygoing, the set's so easygoing, and it's really a pleasure to work with him, considering I didn't know him personally before this.